we are live. So happy to be with you guys this week. Last week it was our replay because we were at Jubilee. So let me just share my live on my VIP group. Where's my VIP group? Here we go. VIP shared. Great. Just gonna remove my sound. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. Yes, it's your friendly neighborhood kitchen of Melissa. So, yes, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, I invite you guys to come into my kitchen and to discover my lifestyle. Why do I love so much my lifestyle? What did it brought to me? During those 4 years since I've joined. And of course, it's to give you tools, inspiration, recipes, ideas to make homemade food once again, if you stop, or just to give you more ideas because sometimes we're just fed up of always cooking the same thing. And today I'm quite excited because I'm cooking into a series that I really love. So I don't know if you know these products, but they are called the Ultra Pro and they are just amazing. I love them, and you're gonna see it's one thing to have. It's a must-have to have in your kitchen. And there's currently a great special, you guys, so you can earn yourself one for a really, did I say really low cost? So first of all, what I want to do is to invite you guys to share that live everywhere. Why? Simply because it's a free way of helping me out into my business. You need to know that I do this uh, full time. Well, it's not entirely true. I am a secretary or administrative. I don't even know how to say it in English. Uh, I administer Facebook and social medias for Maria Moreno and Julie Chaillet. So I do that, but it's Tupperware. I'm always in Tupperware. So I feel that I'm doing Tupperware 100%. But for my personal business, it's like half. Okay. But I always work with Tupperware from morning to the day and night. I cook always with my lifestyle, and my lifestyle is following me everywhere. So if you want to help me out with my business, one way, it's totally free. Okay, it only requires you to push that share button and that you share it. You can share it on your personal profile. If you have a pro page, you can share it there. If you have a group of maybe moms, you can share it there. People that are getting are looking for inspiration. Can be single. You can be with a partner. You can be as a holdout. These recipes are accessible and easy to make for everybody. My mission for you guys is just to make you reconnect, rekindle with loving cooking, okay? Because 4 years ago, I was just fed up with cooking. I didn't want to cook anymore. It wasn't joyful, it was a task, a boring task, always so much dishes to wash. And I had a daycare at home, so I needed to cook and cook and cook. And what I thought at the time would be the perfect idea is to order from a caterer. Now, don't want to know how much it would be now, but at a time, for 5 meals a week, for the whole month, it was $400. And I still needed to order some food, to order my grocery, because I still needed to do the snacks, because there wasn't any snacks included. The breakfast, the supper, the weekends. So was I really saving time? Not sure. Was I saving money? Absolutely not. Because when I decided to stop my caterer for the same extra $600 that I was paying at the time to buy those extra snacks, buy those breakfasts or those suppers and the weekend, I was able to be a cook for those 5 meals a day, also a week. Sorry. So I was able to put back into my pockets $400. So what did it allow me? Well, to clear those debts that I was accumulating, I was able to afford not one, not two, but 5 brand new appliances. I was able to say yes to my husband, not say yes for the ring, but say yes to get yourself your generator that you wish to have since we're together. So, so this way, when we lose electricity, we are still able to cook and live like there was electricity. We are able to enjoy one of our favorite activities that we do as a family. It's LARP. So yeah, you can imagine myself, my husband, and my son, because I have a 12 years old, almost 13, a beautiful son named Nathan. And we go in the woods with our swords and our equipment, medieval style, and we fight. So yeah, it might be strange, but for you guys out there who do LARP, you will understand that it's so fun and it's just liberating because you don't think about the stress of the daily life. And that's something we do as a family. So this is really awesome. And in fact, we are going this weekend. We are reconnecting with one of our first LARP that we ever did. Because of COVID, it was closed because there wasn't any land to play. But now we are going back to Les Terres du Nogard. So we're going to bring back our first ever characters that we created, Tariq, Isil, and my son decided to kill his previous personage, and he's creating a new one. He's going to be a wolf man. So yes, it's a fantastic universe. Yes, it's medieval, but you have creatures like I am lycanthrope. So I am a wolf lady, a she wolf. Uh, that was previous enough. But anyways, this is what we're doing this weekend, and it costs a lot of money. But since we are so saving so much elsewhere, we can do this, and we actually play. We anime for people at our own LARP, which is called Soltera. And my son is starting. Oh my God, that's quite exciting! In September, high school. Yeah, he's starting high school. So, but it's a private school. Okay, we are lucky. Just like 2-3 streets further, we have college, a private college, we are able to afford our son this perfect education, is perfect surrounding, because he's a kid that's been bullied since he's in the kindergarten, and we know that with this private school it won't happen, or it's going to be really, really not comparable to what it used to live. So yeah, if you want to share my lifestyle, share everything, please press that share button, and we're gonna dive into the recipes of today. But before, I want to say hi to everybody that joined. So hello, Celine. She doesn't miss one live. She's always there. So thank you so much, Celine, for taking the time to click that button, to go see my live, and to comment, because it's really important. If you want to help me out another way, it's by commenting, asking me questions, answering my question that I'm asking you. It's like, what's going to happen? It's going to amplify my life, and more people are going to see it. So that's another free way of helping me out. Because of course, if you want to help me out, you can buy products, you can take your membership with me, which I really hope you do. But if you want to do just a simple thing to help me out, it's share and comment into the live. We also have Chantal, Julie Chantal. Hey, gorgeous. How are you? We have Melissa. So happy to have you. You have such a beautiful name. I don't know why. We have Hélène. Hi, Hélène. Dominic, salutations distinguées, dame. So he doesn't miss a live either. So really happy to have you guys. So I have a question for you guys. Yes, Dominic, we're cooking potatoes. Woo! Okay, look at that. I've got my potato out. Okay, because you need to know that Dominic loves potatoes. Okay, I think he would eat potatoes morning, breakfast, dinner, and supper. Okay. Salut, Nathalie. Hey, how are you? You see, he's so happy. Okay, he's even making his face with hearts. Okay, so happy to have you guys with me. Hope you're gonna enjoy those recipes. So first recipe we're gonna make is a gratin dauphinois, but tweaked, because we're gonna add some leeks into the recipe, and we're gonna add some ham. So it's going to be something really healthy, nice, so good with cheese. Okay, I'm a cheese freak. I love cheese. Do you love cheese? So tell me in the chat, and I'm going to ask you your first question. So that's the time to comment, to share, so I don't feel alone in my kitchen. Okay, it's like if you're sitting at my island with me. Okay, so these are what our lives are. It's like if you were in the kitchen with me and I was just cooking you something because I invited you to my house and we're just having a discussion, a friendly discussion around the table. Okay, so what are you having for supper? What did you have? Because maybe at that time it's like 6:10. You maybe already ate. So what did you have for supper? Hey honey, how are you? So of course, first step, what we want to do is I've already pre-cut some of my leeks. Okay, so I love working with leeks. It's really savory. It's fun to use. I use it a little bit everywhere. Okay, I'm doing a quiche, I can put it in some. I'm doing an omelet, I can put some in. I'm doing a dip, a cheesy dip, I can put it in. We're gonna use it for the gratin. You can put it everywhere. You're doing a saute, you can use it. So of course, I'm keeping them in my fridge mart, and since leeks are really really long, even my longest fridge mart doesn't fit it, so I cut it in two pieces and I just put it there simply. You need to know that most people are not using that green section. Most of you are using only the white section. So yes, the green section is a little bit more rough under the tooth, but when it's really well cooked, it's perfect. It's, in fact, it's the tastiest and the part that there's more most nutrient. Okay, so this is more subtle, like as a flavor, but there's less vitamins in it. But this one is where you get all the good stuff. So you want to use both parts of your leeks. So that's why you have the greener part and you have the whitish part. Everything is there, and I simply sliced it with my knife in slices, so it's easier. But we want to make sure that they're going to be tender. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook them a little bit beforehand to make sure that they are not too rough or not too much al dente under the tooth. Okay, here you go. And of course, we're going to add some garlic to that. So you add the chicken with potatoes and veggies. How did you cook your chicken, Dominic? What did you use to cook your chicken? I'm curious. Okay. Did you use your stack cooker to cook your chicken? Maybe you've used your lasagna pan, because yes, we're using the lasagna pan tonight. Okay, but it's not because it's called a lasagna pan that you can only do lasagna. Okay, that's one thing I love with all my products is you can use them for so many things. It's not only for lasagna. We're gonna do a gratin. You could do a crumble in that. You can do just a dip. There's so many things you can do in that. So this is amazing. And we're gonna go with onions. I always have yellow onions and red onions, and we're gonna go with the red one tonight simply because I don't want to put too much onion. Simply because these ones are easier to digest. Okay, the yellow ones, if they're cooked, are great. If you want to not cook them and use them raw into a recipe, red onions are perfect for that. But they bring out a little sweetness also to a recipe. So I really, really love working with these onions. So that's why I'm using them tonight. I'm just making sure to remove what doesn't look okay or dry. And I'm going to keep these little parts because they're going to be used into one of my broth, chicken broth or veggie broth later on when I'm going to have enough pieces of vegetable. So I'm just going to remove that little skin, the envelope of my onion. Here you go. And I'm going to cast this aside. And I'm just going to clean my hands just to make sure that I don't put my finger in my eye and that I scream because I'm burning my eyes out. So there you go. So that's one thing I love about my kitchen is I have my island, which we built together, my husband and I. We just took a cupboard and put a plank on it, put some ceramic, 2 legs, and voila, we did it. So yeah, it's a homemade one. So I know I can work there because it's just a 7 foot long, so it's really perfect for working. And I just have to turn around and wash my hands. So that's like the perfect combination. So we're gonna use the supersonic art chopper, which I simply adore. Okay, just gonna make sure that my cover is really well clipped because it wasn't the case. Here we go. So the supersonic will allow you to chop really quickly and safely because I won't be crying my eyes out because of the onion. I clean my hands and I don't have to cut them. It's going to be fasty. Look at that. So I can mince them how thin I want. So it's really quick. See, a few pull on the rope and it's done already, you guys. So this is why I just simply love my supersonic. You need to know that the supersonic is worth like 120 or something for a regular customer, but you can have it in the huge kit, the mega kit, at 179. By the way, it's the last month you can get that kit. So you get the big supersonic with extra products that are really amazing. It's worth it's worth more than $500. You're paying $179. So meaning that your supersonic comes, you pay it like $12. So that's really, really inexpensive. Oh my God, I'm crying. Imagine if I was cutting it. My onion is really intense. My leek also. So we're gonna put this in the microwave 3-4 minutes just to make sure that it's a little bit cooked, so we won't have any problem with unbaked, uncooked onions and leeks. I'm really crying. Imagine, I'm really happy I wasn't cutting it with my hands. Next thing we're gonna need is some ham. So I buy pieces like that of ham. If I could have a big piece when it's on special, I never buy full price at the store. So this is one of my tips, my tricks that I'm giving you out freely because I want you to live the same lifestyle as me and save so much money. So I buy when it's in special because I have more money in my pockets, or I can maximize my budget. I can have more products, more fresh produce in my basket for the same budget. And it costs less when you transform your own food. So meaning that this piece, I'm going to use some to put in my gratin. But what's going to be left is I'm going to use it for sandwiches. Okay, so I'm using my mandolin, and do not do what I'm doing because you can hurt yourself. But the piece is a little bit big, so I'm going to go with my end. Here we go. So I should have enough pieces like that, thick, because I'm going to add thick pieces. And I can play with my thickness, and I can make thin layers of ham, perfect for sandwiches. So don't go at the counter anymore and order these sandwich meat. It's so easy. You can make your own. I buy a big piece of bologna and I'm going to cut it and slice it myself. It's cheaper that way, and I have so much more for my money. And it takes a few instants. It's really not long. So this is one thing how to save money also is by transforming your products that you have your butt. So you keep raw ingredients at home and you're transforming them. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut some squares. So I'm using forêt noire ham, dark forest. I think in English it's forêt noire also. So you go, hey Mark, hello, so happy to have you here. Okay, what did you have for supper? Did you already eat supper? I'm curious. I want to know what you're having for supper. Okay, so I'm going to use my cover to put my ingredients there. So I'm chopping simply my um, my ham. I could use. It's up to you. It depends of the texture. It's always a question of texture, because I could use my supersonic to chop my ham, but I would add more like a little, that mixture for your sandwiches. It would be so tiny pieces. So depending of what texture you want to have, you could pass it through your supersonic and have a really tiny, tiny bitsy pieces, or you just take your knife, because you still need some knives in your kitchen. They work super well, by the way, and add the cubes like that. So it's up to you. You have the choice. Remember that you can always play around with the ingredients and the way you want to use them. If you don't have ham, you could use pork, some small pieces of pork, chicken. You could use even ground beef. So don't stop yourself because you don't have one ingredient. I decided to add leeks. You don't add leeks, don't add them. That's it. That's all. You only use potatoes if you want. But that's what I love about cooking in the kitchen and being creative, because you can take a recipe and just have fun. Look at those colors. That's one thing I love about microwave cooking. The colors stay bright. It's fun. Come on, you guys. Be honest. We do eat with our mouth, but we do eat with our eyes, with our nose. So it's always fun to see a plate colorful, because when you boil some food, just one example I have, it's like asparagus. Once you boil them, they lose their brightness, and you're looking at the food and you're like, nah, but not sure, okay? But I just love how very vibrant the colors are. These are really, Black Forest, thank you. So here we go. We have this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use it on the cover, put it in the cover. Why? Because I'm going to put some layers of potato first, okay? But I didn't want to dirty a container for nothing, okay? So I'm using what I have here. Here we go. Perfect. And we're going to start with layering our potatoes and our mixture. So I've already pre-cut my potatoes. I might need some more. What's really fun is it's going to be easier to cook when they are thin like that. So once again, I use my mandolin and I've put them in water. Do you know why did I put them in water? Okay, there's a reason. It's not because I just wanted to fool around. They were already cleaned. But why did I put them into water? Ooh, forest mushrooms. Oh my God. I really need to go at your house and eat. Mark, you look like, well, you don't look, I know because I see your recipes. You are an amazing cook, okay? This man is to be married, okay, you guys? I don't know if you're looking for somebody, Mark, but oh my God, having a partner that knows how to cook and sometimes fancy food, oh my God, I love it. Okay, je te fais une pub, Mark. So here you go. And sometimes you do put some recipes on my VIP group, which is amazing. If you are not on my group, please click on the link above, okay, because that's where you're going to get the recipes, first of all. And you're going to get so much inspiration in the kitchen. I talk also about LARP, about Wicca, because yes, I'm a kitchen witch. So you're going to find so much stuff. You're going to see how to use your products too. Because one sad thing is when you have Tupperware, because that's something we hear so often. Oh my God, I don't need Tupperware. I have so much, I could sell them to you. Okay, but are you using them? Nah, I don't know how. Wow, of course I understand why you don't want more Tupperware, because you have plenty at home. You're not using them. There's literally sitting in your cupboard and picking up dust. I don't want that, you guys, okay? I want you to be using your Tupperware. So now I was going to put just a layer of potatoes on top, but no, Melissa, no. There's an important step. There's something missing on top. Okay? It's a gratin, but it's not. I'm not just going to put some cheese on top. I'm gonna put it beneath the layers too. Come on, you guys. When you love cheese, you need to put some cheese, and like Edith would say, we're not cheap on cheese. Exactly, Mark. So you understood that I've put my potatoes in water simply because I don't want them to turn black or brown. They do the same thing at the restaurant. So when they're making you some French fries, the potatoes are already all peeled, but they are in big jars or containers full of water. So that way they make sure that they don't turn dark brown black. So nah, it's nasty. It doesn't look tasty when they change color. So it's simply that. So you can do that, prepare them in advance and put them in your fridge and keep them like that, and just use the potatoes when you need them. So that's a really nice trick to do. Salut Mathieu, hey, how are you? So we're gonna move a little bit back because I want to use my cheese grater. But the thing is, you need a flat surface, okay? And here on my counter, never thought about it. Didn't have at the time my cheese shredder. But you need a flat surface. In here, I want it to be fancy, which is not a good idea when you're cleaning because you get dirt in between the cracks. But it's not flat, so my suction cup doesn't work on my island. But it works on this one. And I'm really glad I didn't do the renovation in my kitchen because I have the same ceramic upstairs waiting to be put on this counter. But don't worry, if we do it, I can use my stove, the top of my stove. But you see, my suction cup makes it so that it's steady, sturdy on the counter. So we're gonna grate cheese, you guys. So yeah, I have another Tupperware there. We have Tupperware everywhere. Oh, I could use this one. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use this one. Why should I dirty this one when I can use the other one? Okay, but bowls. You need so many bowls, and that's fun because there's one in the $59 kit. There's one in the $179 kit, and you have an impression bowl in the $30 kit. So you have bowls everywhere because we know bowls. Okay, it sounded like balls. Bowls everywhere because you need some. Okay, either to make your salad, your mixes. It's just amazing. So we're gonna grate some cheese. My cheese, I left it in my fridge because when you're working with cheese that is soft, okay, what happens is if you leave it on the counter, what's gonna happen is when you're gonna pass it through your grater, it's gonna be harder. It's gonna like smoosh all over your container. So what I'm gonna do is I always leave it in the fridge and only take it out when I'm ready to grate some cheese. And I don't think no, you're barely seeing her. Now you can see her. Look at the little nose. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, mon amour? Tu fais? So yes, we have a dog. And my beautiful Gaia is a result of because I said yes to the Tupperware opportunity. Now, maybe you're not understanding why did the Tupperware opportunity allow you to have a dog. So it's simple. I used to have a daycare, remember? Okay. And when you have a daycare at your home, there's some laws or restriction that can be imposed on you. Okay. So my insurance company, because you need an insurance company, would allow me to have a dog. But a tiny bitty small dog, like less than 50 pounds-ish. And the thing is, we love big dogs. In fact, Gaia is smaller than what we wanted as a dog, but we just love her. We felt in love. But I wanted a big dog, the big Pyrénées des Montagnes. That's what I was aiming for, but it's so expensive. But those big dog bears, I wanted something huge. I'm really glad I have Gaia because she's like 50 pounds and it's perfect. I can't imagine myself having a bigger dog. I'm like, she's shed so much and put some fur so much everywhere that I'm like, Oh, I'm happy you're small, sweetie. Anyways, so I couldn't get a big dog, but that's not what we wanted. We wanted a big dog. So when I said yes to the opportunity and I saw that I could make an income out of it, that I could close my daycare because there was other factors in it, but I decided to close the daycare and now I didn't have any restriction in the size of my dog. So that dream that we had since we started dating, my husband and I, and it's going to be 19 years. So it's been a long time. We were able to say yes to the dog. So trying to find Gaia was really hard because it was in COVID. Trying to find a dog, it was hard. Everybody wanted a dog, but we found a rescue and we were able to adopt her. So yeah, but she came here. The moment I take out some cheese, I'm wondering if she's gonna come back. Yeah, she's coming back. Okay, because she loves cheese. Okay, look at that. I don't know if she's gonna do it. Oh, Finn. Oh, and she's so gentle. She's really nice. So yeah, the moment I open cheese, she knows it's a package of cheese, and she's waiting there. Now, almost So yeah, so we're gonna grate some cheese because I want to put some layers there. I don't buy grated cheese because it's, oh my god, it's expensive. Okay, just take an example. I think it's like packages of 380 grams or maybe 180 grams. Corrige-moi, Marc, si jamais je me trompe, là. But it's like when you use it in special, like I bought it at 388 the brick, I'm able to grate 400 grams for 388. Try to find a bag of shredded cheese, even in special, at 388 for 400 grams. I guarantee you it's going to be $8, $9 and above, okay? So that's why I'm telling you always to buy raw products and transform it at home. How come I have more money now? Because of all those little things, okay? $3 there, $10 there, another $5 there. At the end of the year, it's thousands of dollars, $2,000, $3,000, $500,000 of savings that I can do just because I'm wise in the kitchen and how I purchase and spend my money. Merci, Marc. Like, because the hole in the counter gives space for air and the shredder doesn't work when you have some air. Exactly. There's no suction. So look at that. You're going to see it's really amazing. It's really easy. If you don't want to do it, tell your husband or your wife to do it. And you can even ask your kids to do it because Nata use all of my Tupperware, okay? It's safe for everybody. So here you go. See how easy and fast it is, okay, to shred cheese with my grater. And what's amazing, you guys, is you have one base and you have different tops, okay? So you have the grater, you have the sterilizer, you have the meat grinder, and you have other special ones that are not always available, but you have the one to make some ice cream, sorbet, in fact. You have one to a juicer, you have one a masher, and I'm really excited because I didn't even unpack it, but I was be able with Jubilee to have the one to make my fries. So that's really exciting. Didn't have the opportunity yet to use it, but I have the one to make fries. So these are all tops. One base. You can have a second one if you want to work in tandem, but it's really amazing. And see how fast it was just to shred cheese. So don't overthink it. Buy your brick, but transform it here. Add some cornstarch. Mix it. You can freeze it. Yes, you can freeze your cheese. So what happens is people are like freaking out when they see me, okay, at the grocery or I'm ordering. I don't buy 2 packs, 4 packs, 6 packs. I'm like 10 packs, 10 bags of cheese. And the people are like, whoa, what is she eating this week? Lasagna? So you buy a lot, you transform it, you freeze it, and you always have cheese in store. And when you don't have it anymore, well, you're probably close to the next special. So we're gonna add some cheese, you guys. Are you a cheese fan? Tell me, let me know if you are a cheese fan. Oh my God, it's gonna be tasty and amazing. And by the way, it's lactose-free cheese. So my cheese is a little bit more expensive, but it's okay because I do have an intolerance to lactose. That's another reason why you want to cook your own meal. Do you have allergies at your house? Tell me that. I want to know. Do you have intolerance, or are you allergic to something in food? I want to know. So we're gonna go and add another layer of potatoes. Exactly, it's more expensive grated cheese, and you have less for the same amount of a brick. So why bother? Why bother? It's not complicated to do. It's just you have to take the time, and once you do it and you see the difference. That was funny because we have a cabin up north, okay? And often David is like, Mel, don't sweat it. Just, we're going to purchase everything up north. I mean, what do you mean we're going to purchase everything up north? He says, well, we're going to buy our food that we need up north. There's no biggie. We don't need to bring everything we have here at home in your glacière or anything. We're going to buy everything there. Nah. No. If you want to have money for your trips, your activities during your vacation, you don't want to purchase things up north or where you are. You want to bring your Tupperware. You want to bring what's in your fridge and your freezer because it's like often double or 3 times the price. And I said, okay, we're going to do an exercise, okay? I'm going to tell you, we're going to do it, but you're paying the bill. He says, okay, fine. So I made it pay the bill. And I said, you're going to pay the bill. We're going to keep a note what you're buying. And let me buy the same exact things at home. So we did that. Of course, I was waiting for the special and everything. And I showed him the difference. And he was just flabbergasted. It's not like the $5 or $10 difference, okay? We were talking about $50 as a difference. Saying count that all. Oh my God, okay, that's a lot. And that's just because I waited for the special. We bought it here close to home. So I said, imagine, sweetie, if we are always buying up north, not taking what's on special, that's all the money we're not saving. That's all the money that we cannot use elsewhere or save in case that something breaks. So it was really like enlightening for him too. And now he doesn't complain when I want to bring some food up north. Because often it's like I say, oh, but I already have this cooked in the freezer. He says, perfect, bring it. There's enough for everybody. Yes, I can feed the 8 people over there. He says, okay, bring it. But sometimes you need to show them so they can understand. And that's what I want to do with these lives that I'm doing with you guys, because I want to educate you, okay? And geez, you guys, I didn't know these things before joining, okay? We don't have home economics anymore at school. So this is really sad. In fact, it stopped when I was in high school. I only had 1 year of home economics. Yeah, I think I only had 1 year, and they removed it. So there was no more home economics. And honestly, you guys, it's the base. We should learn these things too, okay? Because you don't want your teenagers or your young adults to only feed themselves on craft dinners or pizza boxes or anything in the frozen section. You want them to be able to enjoy nice homemade meals. And also, when they're going to school or they're starting their adult life, everything is expensive. Wouldn't it be amazing if they could save money and it would be easier for them to start in life? Okay? I remember I still lived at my mom and dad home when I went to college and university. But the thing is, I needed to pay for my own studies. Okay, we weren't that we didn't have yeah, my parents couldn't afford it. Okay, it was sad. They wished they could, but they couldn't. Okay, so I needed to work 30 hours a week and go full time at university to be able to pay everything and to step out of school with I think I had like $15,000 of debt. That's it. That's not a lot for people that goes to university. But imagine if your kids know how to save in their kitchen and be efficient and have more for the same budget, you're going to give them such a great help in starting in life. And that's what I want to give to Nathan. And what's really fun about that is, here you go. See my little boy. Well, little. He's not little. He's the same height as me. A little bit more costaud. But I'm teaching him home economics. So you see, he loves sushi. He's cooking, preparing his own sushi. Less expensive, fun. He learns how to use it. In the middle, you see him where he was trying to make it, not trying, he did it, he was able to achieve it, but he was sponsoring some sandwich containers for his school because he wanted to make a difference before leaving his school. He said to me, he said, Mom, before leaving, I would like to make a difference in my school, okay? And he says, there's a lot of kids at home, at school, that they see my lunchbox and they're jealous because I have many Tupperwares. They find it really awesome. And that's funny because a lot of kids love Tupperware. Curious, but I was like wondering, asking around his friends, and they say, yeah, the containers are awesome. It's no bags. It's easy to open. We're not polluting because the kids are having that conscience. They don't want to pollute the earth. They want to make a change. They want to make a difference. And they talk always about the free waste, the lunch boxes and everything. So yeah. So he said, I want to give them some Tupperware. So he said, is it possible? I said, of course, sweetie, it's possible, but we need to work and make sure that we advertise and ask people to help you out. So people were paying $9, and I was giving out the sandwich keepers for the kids. So we were able to get 310, 330, I don't remember exactly the number, but over 300 containers for his school. Isn't it amazing? I have flies. I don't like having flies in my kitchen. Here you go. So he has it at heart. And you see him there. He made mac and cheese, homemade mac and cheese, you guys. Okay, with real cheese. So he won't be doing craft dinner. He's going to make some real mac and cheese later on. So this is what I'm proud of. I'm an example for my son. I know he's going to have a great start in life. And it's funny because last week I was up at Orlando, okay, and he did have some food ready that I've made and prepared for him, but he was able to cook himself some food. He was totally independent while his dad was working. So that was really, really amazing. Store now, you are in vacation, they're double the price. Exactly. When there's a spell. Okay, I was going to put it in the microwave, but there's one step really important. You need to add some cream. Okay, you could add some milk if you want with a little bit of flour, but I love adding cream. Here you go. And I'm gonna add, I don't think I have some left. Do I have some left? No more paprika. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna just put some pepper on top. If you add some paprika, oh, I know what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna go soft on it. I have a little bit of cayenne powder. Gonna add some, but really just a little bit because it's gonna be too much. It's too spicy. Well, we do love spicy. And I'm going to put this in the microwave and cook everything perfectly. And we're gonna have a nice gratin homemade in the lasagna pan, and we're gonna have a lot of it. So I'll be able to freeze some over and have some for later on. So that's really amazing. So this one is full of meat. So you can have a side dish, some more veggies on the side, beans or broccoli or things like that. Or you could have just a little bit of more meat, chicken breast or things like that. So of course, once you cook a beautiful meal like that, you want to have a dessert. Oh, who loves dessert? Qui aime le dessert? Oh my God, we love that. We love that. So we're gonna make a dessert. Hey Cindy, hey Steph. So we're gonna make a dessert in. Oh my God! Look at that! It's brand new. I've got it at Jubilee. I'm really happy. I didn't have this size. It's a small one. We could, if you have a smaller family or you're alone, we could have put the gratin here instead of the big pan. But it's really awesome, and we're gonna make a cake in it. Okay, so it's a new product of the new catalog starting in September. I'm wondering if they will take it out as a sample, because sometimes when they we have access to samples when you have an account, and when there's new products coming out in a brochure or a catalog, sometimes we can have them before everybody at the lower cost. I'm wondering if it's going to be the case. Oh my God, that would be really, really exciting. But I'm really happy to have it, and we're going to cook a cherry cake in it. It's going to be amazing. So of course, I'm not buying cakes in a box. Yes, you can do it once in a while, especially when they come in special, like 99 cents a box. But I am proud and pro homemade. So we're gonna make a homemade cake mix, okay? And I'm following Ricardo's recipe, because Ricardo's white cake is like the best. It's really just amazing, fluffy and everything. And it's not complicated. Flour, baking powder, salt, egg, sugar, vanilla, canola, oil, and milk. Basic, nothing complicated. Yay, we love it. Yeah, c'est cool, hein? It's cool, Marc. So before showing you that, cooking with that, I just want to show you briefly. I was talking about the membership. Look at that. This, I'm gonna move myself. I'm gonna just remove. It's like, you know, those Pyrex that are super heavy. These are light. Okay, it's really light, easy to clean. It doesn't stick. You can use it in the fridge, in the microwave, in the freezer, in the oven. They go everywhere. So it's really awesome. I just love them. Make sure that you don't use knives in it, because you're gonna scrap the unstick coating, and now you're gonna work your elbows to to remove the dirt. But it's gonna slide. It's gonna be easy to cook in it. It's just amazing. So you can get this beautiful lasagna pan for only $40 when you join today, and you pass your first order during the month. And who knows? Who knows? You might be able to get it as a sample. I don't know if it's going to be as a sample. but you don't want to miss this opportunity. So now we're gonna make the batter. The batter is either you can use this or you can use, isn't not too far. I have this one. Do I have the other cover? Because Nathan did some cleaning, okay, while I wasn't there, and I'm not sure if he put everything back to its place. So there's missing my one part of my. Wow. Oh, it's there. I think it's there. Yay! So yeah, Nathan, my teenager, decided to clean the house. He cleaned the dishes, he cleaned the floor, passed the vacuum cleaner, he even cleaned some clothing. So that's really amazing. So this is my whip and mix. So it's like a batter without electricity. It works with your power of your arm. Really awesome. It's like a driver stick. 2 gears. Okay, so gear 1, gear 2. So when you're having a hard time in gear 1, you put it in gear 2 and it's going to be easier. So we're going to do the batter in that. Okay, so first thing, we're always going to start with the liquids and we're going to add the solid afterwards. Okay, so we need 4 eggs, you guys. Oh, we have farm eggs. Okay, so my husband has a co-worker who have some chicken at homes. Do you have chickens, hens at home that produces eggs? This is one of my dreams, okay, you guys? But sadly, couldn't see really well Gaia, but Gaia is a husky. And her instincts are quite intense regarding other animals, especially things like chicken and hens. We went to a friend's house at a time, and they had one chickens a little bit and they were roaming free on the land. And we didn't think about it because it was something new. So Miss Gaia gets out of the car, and she takes a whiff in the air, and she smells the chicken. I never saw a dog running that fast, and the chicken too. So it was like a movie. Okay, you were seeing the chicken running on the ground, and you were seeing the dog running behind the chicken, and there was me, my husband, and my friends running behind Gaia, trying to stop her to eat the chicken. She didn't eat any chicken. The one of the chicken was really lost a lot of feather, but she didn't kill anything. So imagine if I had chicken, even in a chicken coop in my my yard. I think they wouldn't tough. If they are not eaten by Gaia, I think they would die from a heart attack. So yeah, no chicken for me. Sniff a sniff. So yeah, I need to rely on other people that have chickens. So we're gonna mix. Here we go. Our eggs. 4 eggs. We're gonna add our canola oil. So it's 3/4 of a cup. Okay. So we always need some cups. I always have 2 sets. No, not too far, which is awesome because you have a set that comes in this kit at $59, and you have one set that comes in the big kit at $179. And even if you say, Melissa, I already have one, I don't need 2. No. You need 2. Dry ingredients, wet ingredients. Always, okay? So, canola oil, here we go. Always buy in huge quantity because that's something you use often. Doesn't go really bad. So why purchase the small container when I can have a bigger one for almost the same price? So 3/4 we said. Damn, that's a lot. So if you have applesauce, go ahead. If you have coconut milk, you can use that too. It's really awesome. So we're gonna add our canola oil. And since I don't want to have a messy counter, I'm going to put it right now. Same thing for soy sauce, huge quantity. I'm gonna add my vanilla. So I'm lucky. I have the greatest vanilla in the whole world. Pure vanilla extract from Cancun. So I had the beautiful opportunity in May 2022 to go to Cancun Moon Palace with Lady Ama, with Maria, because I earned myself the trip in 2020 when I stepped up manager and kept my my numbers. So, and because of COVID, we couldn't go. But in May 2022, we were able to go to Cancun. First trip ever for the family, taking the plane for the first time. That was amazing. And now I'm really, really excited. And if you want to help me out, oh my God, please do. Okay. I am currently working to get a voucher of $1,000 to go wherever I want. So it's a trip voucher. So Tupperware's gives me $100 of credit to use in a company to do a trip, so I can go wherever I want in the world, and they're gonna apply the $1,000 to my trip. So that's quite exciting. We want to go somewhere, just David and I, because we went at Cancun with Nata, but we want to do something in love with as lovers. So I need to qualify myself, and of course I need new members. I need new VIP members, new people that are going to join my team, because they want to save on their purchases, or maybe because they want to have an extra income, or maybe they want it to be their main income. But you can help me out by joining my team. So you can click on the link. It's called the Enroll. I know it's scary, but there's no obligation. You take one of the kit, 30, 59, or 179. You do your purchases, and you're helping me out to achieve that goal of earning myself the voucher of $1,000 to go. We don't know where we would go, but we would probably go into British Columbia. Because he has a friend that moved over there. So we could live at his house for a while and just visit the place. So that would be really awesome. And having $1,000, that would pay probably the trip either with plane or in train. But that would be awesome. So that's probably the destination that we would have, British Columbia. So we're going to add some vanilla. Where would you go if you add a free trip or a voucher to go as a trip? Where would you go? Say you don't, there's like it's not important how much it is, okay, because it's all covered. Where would you go? Do you have a favorite destination to go? That would be, I know that I would love once to go to Japan. I would love to go in Ireland. So many places. So my vanilla, it's 1 tablespoon, but since it's really pure vanilla, I'm just gonna use a little bit of vanilla, because it's really more intense. Here you go. You're awfully quiet, you guys. Comment, tell me something. Answer to my questions. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but I know you're there. I see little highs. So we're gonna mix and mix and mix, and we're gonna be ready to add all the dry ingredients. So we're gonna need some salt here. Oh, I'm gonna add it right now. Salty. Here we go. Baking powder and sugar. Okay, these are on the counter. Just need to use my baking powder, which is in my pantry, my beautiful organized pantry with my modular mates, which are in special right now. So it's the perfect time to organize your kitchen, your pantry. And when you have your membership, you can use your 25% off on the modular mate, even if they are on special. So that's something that's really, really awesome. So I need 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And you see, oh, I was using a red one. Now I have a pink one. I do have 2 sets, in fact 3 sets of measuring spoons, because same thing, we want to use them for dry ingredients and for wet ingredients. And now there's Oh, there was the milk also, but I'm going to end it with the milk. So we're going to use some sugar and some flour. So sugar here in my canisters. I need 2 cups. Ooh, that's a lot. So that's one thing that's awesome also when you're cooking in your kitchen. You know exactly what's going in your recipe. So now you know there's a lot of oil, there's a lot of sugar. I might take a smaller piece of cake than I would regularly do, okay? Simply because of that, because I know what I'm putting in it. Okay, so we're gonna turn, and you see it's a little bit harder, but I'm in gear 1, so I'm gonna go gear 2. Oh, see how easier it is? That's why I love this little friend here. So it makes things easier. Here we go. Now I'm wondering if I'm gonna have enough flour. I do have a little more flour in the basement. Here we go. But yeah, I might need to go get some flour. Here we go. Yeah. I didn't think about this. I thought my container was full, but not full, but full. Here you go. So yeah, I do buy large containers that holds 10 kilos of flour. Okay, but I don't keep my 10 kilo on my counter. Come on, you guys, I don't need 10 kilos of flour. But I do have my huge carry-on. They call it a carry-on. And it's full of flour. In fact, it holds the 4 kilo, and I only transfer it in the other. So meanwhile, I'm going to show you a little promo. Here you go. I'm going to go really quickly get my flour. So it might not take the whole time, but I'm back. I need to go to my basement. So I have my big carry-on. I need to stop the video. So I have my big carry-on, which the special ends today, by the way, you guys. You can get 1 or you can get a package of 6. Really useful. You can either put your dry ingredients like flour, sugar, brown sugar. I did run. You can put your pastas in it. You can use it as ice container, put some ice cubes in it, and put your beer or your drinks that you want to keep cool. If you have things that are fragile, like Christmas decoration that you want to keep, you can put them here. Legos, perfect for that. I have a friend, it's all her paint that she puts in it. So yeah, there's like no limits on how you can use them. So make sure that if you want them, grab them, because after tonight, you won't be able to get them. Now I think that my mix is a little bit too big for my container. It's like 3 cups. So I should have done half of the recipe, but that's okay. At least I was able to show it to you guys. So I'm just going to use that here. Yeah. So sometimes David is wondering, how come you bake so much? Because I don't cut my recipes in half. I cook if there were we were an army, but in fact we're like only 2, 3. So okay, making sure to get everything. This is the spatula job, making sure that I grab everything, and everything goes to the dishwasher, so it's perfect. And here you go, 3 cups. I'm gonna put this aside. I'll be able to fill in my flour canister, and I'm gonna be able to put that back in, and we're gonna use our milk. Some milk. Oh, this one is not open. So I have one open. There you go. That, just want to make sure that it's good because it's been a while since it's there, and I wasn't there. And the boys don't drink that much milk. So 1 1/4. Okay, 1/4. Here you go. So we have everything there, and we're gonna mix and mix and mix. Here you go. I could use a whisk, but it was already well mixed, so no worries. Here you go. So big bowl. So it's gonna. I'll be able to make 2 cakes easily with that because it's not going to fit all in that. So I could use. I'm gonna use another. I have a lot of Ultra Pros here, which I love. Here you go. So just mix and make sure that there's no big chunks. Here you go. Here you go. Perfecto. And before we're gonna put it like so. Gonna fill it in. Okay. Perfect. So it's like half the recipe. So if I was listening to my husband and making only half, it would be perfect. And one thing I want to add before putting it away, if you have fresh cherries, that would be awesome. But I have a can of cherry pie mix, and I'm gonna spread it on top. So that is going to go a little bit soak into my mixture. It's gonna be awesome. I'm using my can opener of Tupperware. Now there's like, it's been knocked over, so it's a little bit harder to open. But what I love about my can opener is it doesn't cut the metal. It only undo the section where it's glued. I love cherries. Don't know if you love cherries, but I do. And I'm just gonna use the same spatula as my batter because it's gonna cook. And I'm just gonna spread on top like so. Here you go. A little bit more, and I'm gonna leave it, cook it like so I can put it either in my microwave, so it's gonna stay, it's not going to roast. But if I want to put it in my oven, it's gonna bake and get a golden color quicker in the microwave, longer in the oven, depending on what you want to do. Often in the summer you will prioritize your microwave because it's easy, it's not long, and it doesn't produce excess heat. But here you go, and just gonna show you the other side. Oh, I know it's not out, this one, but it's really useful. Hopefully we're gonna see it back one day. But this is the Bread Ultra Pro, because I do sometimes make my own homemade bread. I used to do it a lot during COVID. But the thing is, there's a tricky side of making your own bread. You're eating too much bread, okay? Because when they come out of the oven, they are hot, moist. The butter melt, and you take a piece, and you take another piece, and another piece, and it's never enough, and you end up fat because you're eating too much bread. So that's why I stopped doing it, because the boys were just eating too much bread, and I was eating too much. So here we go. Perfect. So I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna cook the cake in the oven, and I'm gonna bake my gratin in my microwave, and I'm gonna show you the result. So make sure to join my VIP group so you can see the result, the recipes, and so much more. You're going to see we are going to have so much fun. We have a live to Friday morning where you can, I'm selling products. So if you want to see how it works and things like that, you are more than welcome to participate to my live on my VIP group, Les Spéciaux de Melissa Leclerc, or what I love to call it in English, Topside Your Life with Melissa. So here you go, you guys. Hope you loved it. Hope to see you join my my group, my team, by taking your membership, either if it's for saving on your purchases, if you want an extra income, or who knows, making it your primary job, managing your own time, managing your schedule, and making a lot of money, because we do have many people that are making a lot of money out of it. I make an extra $1,000 easily with Tupperware. So the sky is the limit. You're the one that gives the pace to your business. So here you go, you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Love you so much. So hope you to see you on my group. And tomorrow we'll be cooking at 2 o'clock in French. So if you love listening to recipes also in French, make sure to stay tuned. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock on Bureau Tupperware des Diamants, my personal profile, my pro page, my VIP group, or on my YouTube channel. See you soon, you guys. Love you.